Hello everyone, welcome to the channel #unified_cs, and we're going to talk about insertion sort technique in C or C++. So insertion sort is one of the simplest methods of sorting in the sorting methods, and it is used to order the sequence of elements into ascending order or descending order as per the user need. So for to make it explain more brief, I am taking five elements 4, 10, 3, 1, 7. When we're gonna sort this by using insertion sort methods. So first of all, we're gonna discuss with how it works, and then we later going to code and how the code is implemented. So I'm taking the first five elements 4, 10, 3, -1 and 7. And so what is insertion sort? Insertion sort uses the technique called compare with the previous element. So here 4 and 10 is compared. That means to compare with the previous element, we need to at least have the start with the second element, because the second element can compare to the first element. So that's why we're starting with the second element. So here 10 and 4 is compared. So 4 is obviously the smaller element, so that's why we don't need to change anything in this iteration. So here I is ended. So and then I is decremented to here, and there is no chance for I-1, so that's why the loop is ended here. And then we're gonna start again with I is equal to second element. That means the second index, the third element. Okay, so this is the third element, and I is compared with the previous element if this is smaller or not. Yes, this is smaller, so 3 is smaller and 10 is larger, so these two will be swapped, so like here. And then I is decremented. So I is decremented, and they check for both elements. Yes, 3 is smaller than 4, so that's why they are both swapped. And then I is ended up with here, so there is no chance for I-1. That's why the loop is end. And in this way, the j is 2. The 2 means index value is 2, j is 3, and j is 4. Until the end of the elements, we gonna iterate through these loops, and this is what insertion sort is. Let's move into code. So here let's start with the basics, like including statements, include. So for C you are using stdio, and for C++ you are using iostream, and both are same. Where the only different thing is the printf and cout statements. If you are using C, there is a printf statement, and if you are using C++, there is C and cout statements, and that's it. Nothing else differ from there. And for C++, using namespace std is a little bit hard thing. And now the main function starts, int main, and here we're gonna declare an array a of 20, and for next for reading the number of elements we're taking n. And then let's ask the user for the elements, cout, enter the number. Okay, so here he will be giving the range of the array. That means the number of elements he has to go. Now we're gonna take it by cin, and in C we are using scanf function for that. And now we're gonna ask for the enter the elements. Okay, now we're gonna loop for the registering or storing the elements for the array. For let's declare an I over here. For I is equal to 0, I is less than n, so up to the user giving range, the number of elements, and I++. So for every iteration, the I will be incremented. So in that way, the array index will be also incremented for our assumption. So cin a of I. So we are taking the index value in the array. And then now the insertion sort algorithm starts, and yes, so here we start with for the main iteration. So the number of iterations, like j is equal to 1, so we're starting with the second element to compare with the first element, and then j is less than n, so up to the given range, and j++. So So for every iteration we are gonna do some operation, that means the comparing with the previous element. So that iteration will be done with the I. So for I is equal to j, and then I is greater than j, so we are going to decrement, that's why we are using the greater than 0, and then I minus minus, so every iteration it will be decremented. So what should happen when it's comparing? So we're gonna compare with the previous element. For a of I is, wait a second, is greater than a of I minus 1. Let's think. So the second element is greater than the first element. No, let's change it. Minus 1. If previous element is greater than the next element, that will be swapped. So temp is equal to a of I. A of I is equal to a of I minus 1, and then a of I minus 1 is equal to temp, and that's it, nothing else to do. And if it falls, that means if this if statement falls, it will automatically decremented, that means this I minus 1 will be executed, so no need of writing else statement. And that's it. Let's have a look how our code works. And to print this, see out the sorted elements are, so for I is equal to 0, I less than n, I plus plus, and then see out a of I, and let's give it a space for more detail. And yes, we forgot to declare the variables over there, and here is I, j, and temp. Let's have a look. Let's say insertion sort cs dot cpp. Any errors? Yeah, there is semicolon. I always forget to do that. And yes, no error. Enter the number of elements. I am giving 5 elements, and the elements 1, 2, and that's it. That will work. And that's it, guys. Thank you for watching. And if you have a doubt, please do mention in the comment section below. And thanks for watching. Please subscribe to my channel, and see you in the next video. Bye bye.